Hi, everybody. Welcome to This Week in Falmouth. I'm Michael.
And I'm Susan.
Hey, Susan, it's the first time since we did this, I had this thing just pop up and say, this meeting is being recorded.
Yeah, and then I had recording in progress, so they must have changed some things.
Wow.
Yeah,
All
'cause
right.
that
Well,
was-
everybody, we're being recorded, so
that was the new thing that
watching.
made that face on my face. So like, oh, I never heard that before.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, here we are. It's the week before Memorial Day.
Week
and
before
things are
Memorial
starting to
Day.
open up, and so, yeah,
Yeah.
take it away.
And the weather is appropriate. So yeah. And
Well,
I
last
think it's
weekend-
going to be busy because it's already busy in town. So
Yeah, well, last weekend was summery, wasn't it, on Sunday?
it surely was. Yeah. So we're going to start out with Thursday, this
Okay.
Thursday, May 27th, Falmouth Farmers Market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
That's going to be their opening day.
Okay.
It's continues to be at Marine Park, 180 Scranton Avenue, down by the harbor, every Thursday, 12 to noon. Local farmers, bakers, culinary artisans, fresh fruits, vegetables, seafood, cheese, wine, bread, pastries, plants, and flowers. It's every year
Get it all.
it's better and better. Yeah. So check it out. Falmouth Farmers
Nice.
Market, Thursday, May 27th.
It's a lot of fun.
On Thursday, May 27th, the Falmouth Arts Center is presenting a Zoom art talk, a conversation with artist and author Nell Irvin Painter.
Okay.
A conversation with Dr. Nell Irvin Painter, author of Old in Art School, which is about her attending art school in her 60s after a distinguished career as a history professor, as well as the book, The History of White People, among other history books. This will be an informal interview with artist Claudia Smith Jacobs of Falmouth, asking Nell Painter questions about her work, which is followed by an audience Q&A.
Nice.
The book Old in Art School is available at Falmouth Public Library, among other places. And so, yeah, and information on signing up for this is on our website, falmouthchamber.com. But it sounds interesting.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so
I love the audience Q&A thing, because you never know what the question's going to be. It's always great. I love that.
Yeah. And I love, that so many people have a second or third act. So this is a second act for her, or a third act. It's totally different from her first act. But, it's something that's within you that you don't act on for a while, but it's still there. Yeah.
Wonderful thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
Everything
Never
gets
too
old.
old.
It's nice to change things up. So
And
that's
never
great.
too old to reinvent yourself.
Absolutely not,
Yeah.
Yeah, this word retirement, it's one of those words I don't really understand. It's kind of like, why would you? I mean, I'm not saying you got to do your same job forever, but
Yeah.
you want to continue to be productive, whether it's volunteering, writing, doing whatever. But you
Sure.
don't have to just stop and just sit there and do nothing, right?
And as people live longer and longer, it's like you're not going to do the same thing for 100 years,
Right.
You're going to break it up a little bit.
That's what's kind of so wonderful. People are able to kind of do all those things that they've always loved and wanted to do. Maybe they didn't spend their career doing it, but now they can, really pursue these other talents and interests. It's a wonderful time of life. So that's great.
It can
It's
be.
great.
Surely can be. John Wesley United Methodist Church on 270 Gifford Street, the corner of Gifford Street and Jones Road. They're going to be having a plant sale on Friday, May 28th from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Fresh from the local nursery, the gardeners there will help you plan your garden, and planters. There will be selections of annuals, perennials, hanging baskets, vegetables, and herbs. And the proceeds benefit John Wesley United Methodist Church and its mission to the community.
Wonderful.
Yeah. And
that's a big deal every year, that plant sale.
It is. It's a large plant sale. There's a large variety of plants, and there's a lot of help there if you need it.
Yep, absolutely.
On that same theme, the Falmouth Garden Club is having their plant sale on Saturday, May 29th from 9 to 1 o'clock. And that's at the Falmouth Museums on the Green. And there is a wide variety of mature perennials from local gardens will be available for purchase.
Another outstanding group, you go there and get some good advice and just both agree, go to both.
Yeah.
Buy a plant from each, right?
Yeah,
support both groups. It's amazing.
Exactly. And what's great about it is you buy a plant and the advice is free and the advice is good. So, yeah.
Awesome. That's great. I love it. I'm excited. I'm going to go buy some plants this weekend. Yay.
And then finally finally on my list, the Falmouth Lions Club Spring White Cane Day.
Okay.
This is Sunday, May 30th from 10 to 1 o'clock. This is going to be at the Falmouth Mall entrances, all of the store entrances. The Lions Club is having they had a spring White Cane Day over 100+ years ago, when the newly formed Lions Club needed money for a community project. They stood in prominent places with buckets and white canes used for the blind to collect cash. They will, on May 30th, the Lions will do public collecting in high traffic areas to gather donations for their service to the community. They'll be in their distinctive yellow and purple vests and will stand out with buckets. So I think they're not going to be just at the entrances to the Falmouth Mall. They will be practicing social distancing, and they will be wearing masks. So stop and share your support with your community.
Nice, wonderful.
Yeah. And then the last thing I have was, I was over at the Falmouth Public Library yesterday talking with the Friends of about their book sale. And they have an online book sale, which is ongoing currently. And they're going to try, if it remains successful, they're going to try and keep it up continuously, not just for the season. You can go online, browse friendsofpl.libbib.com, LIBIB.com. And that's where you can browse the books that they have up there. And then there's an email. You send the email, the books you'd like to pick up, and they set up a pickup time with you by email. And then you pick it up at the Friends office there in the downstairs in the Falmouth Public Library.
Interesting.
And they're always adding new books as books are sold. They add new books. They also wanted to remind me that, or have me remind you, that they now have a nook in the East Falmouth Library, which hasn't gotten a lot of traffic, so they're not certain that enough people know about it, because the nook in the Falmouth Public Library has gotten a tremendous amount of traffic. They can hardly keep it stopped. So remember that there's also one in East Falmouth, and they also have one at the bus depot, but it's not as robust as the other two. So there's 3 nooks that you can get books at for nominal cost, and it's the honor system. They have a collection bucket there, and then check out their online book sale. For now, this is what they're going to be doing.
Very good.
Yeah.
All right. Nice. So things are kind of
so we're coming up on Memorial Day. Can you believe that?
Yeah, Memorial Day weekend. So the ceremony, or the recognition and commemoration of Memorial Day, is going to be done pre-recorded.
Yeah.
And it will be televised by FCTV at the very least, and on Facebook, I think you had mentioned.
I think it might be Facebook but definitely on FCTV. Yeah, they will not be having an in-person ceremony again this year.
Sure.
Not yet.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. I mean, we're just kind of starting to open up and all, but it's still, I'm sure they would love to, get the support, have people watching. I know there'll be a lot of people who are interested. Memorial Day is such an important commemorative day. And it seems so much here in Falmouth. So anyway, tune into FCTV and check that out. And then, of course, that signals the unofficial start of the summer season. And as things are relaxing and all, we're going to be reopening the visitor center on Tuesday. With some guidelines in place, and we're going to continue to require people to wear masks as they enter the visitor center. Our volunteers, even though they're vaccinated, we want to obviously keep in mind their safety. We have people visit us from all over the world, never mind all over the country. Still 30-something% of the population remains unvaccinated. So in order to remain respectful and to take care of our volunteers, and we'll also be limiting access to the visitor center to four people at a time because of its small space. But we'll be open. We're still just beginning to receive materials. There's not a lot. Our guidebook is out, obviously. We're going around delivering. People are picking them up. I think we just recently got Steamship Authority schedules, today. And we're starting to get some stuff. I think there'll probably be more of that as it goes on. But any questions, you can still go online. Our website is completely, filled with all the information you need. You can also give us a call. If you want to stop by, you can stop by.
You can read our guidebook from our website. We have access to the Flip Style magazine with live links. So, or you can even download it in PDF form from our homepage.
Right. You know, and I think also to keep in mind when people say, you know, Falmouth will soon go to what's a mask advisory, you know, as was just discussed and voted in by the select board last night. So private businesses and businesses will still be okay to require people to wear masks. So if they do, we ask you to respect them and that wish. And there'll be a mask mandate in place for all municipal buildings, town hall, here at the chamber, other municipal buildings. There will still be a mandate in place. But you know, walking around outside, just use your head, use your common sense.
Sure. Carry a mask with you so that you're prepared in case.
Right, absolutely. So, you know, it's kind of exciting. I know that phones ringing off the hook with people calling about accommodations. Somebody was telling me today they were trying to put together a bachelor weekend kind of thing down here and have been unable to find adequate rooms for the number of people calling. Well, that's a good sign. So we'll take it. We'll take it if we can. And, you know, continue to support your local businesses, please. You know, the restaurants are starting with the outdoor seating. That's going to be phenomenal. You know, obviously, our hope is that's going to continue all summer long and really give the restaurants a much needed boost from the time they head off. And but more on that as it comes up later. So,
right.
Yeah, make it a great long weekend.
Yeah,
right.
Have a great holiday weekend.
Yeah. Go get some plants.